Hey guys. Um got a couple pieces of content for y'all today. I got this stream. Then at 3 o'clock, um, the Mike Hollow portion of the lead cast will be premiering. Like I said, I uploaded it yesterday and got it all set up and everything. So it'll premiere at 3. I'll probably be asleep by then because I gotta go to work tonight. I got a long drive. I gotta go do one of my contracts, and it's like an hour and 30-minute drive just to get there. So I'm gonna get all my stuff done around the house, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. But I wanted to talk to y'all about Dragon Ball Super's remake, as they like to call it. I call it a replay because I don't think it's a remake. A remake would consist of actually changing some stuff, and I don't think that's what they're doing. I think they're just giving these idiots exactly what they've already had. I found a video where I guess some people are complaining about it, and these are fans. These are not people like me. So hopefully I can get through this pretty quick. You guys know what to do. Hit the buttons. It ain't gonna be a huge stream, you know, maybe 30, 40 people. I'm gonna try to get it done quick, and anybody that didn't watch it, they can catch up with it later. But let me pull this video up, and we can get started. Because like I said, I'm not gonna hold y'all up today with the preamble. Let's just get down to business.
Many Dragon Ball fans are very angry with the upcoming Dragon Ball Super remake, but why? It has been a couple of weeks since the Anime Expo came out and released some big new updates and trailers for future anime series. But there was one series where many fans wanted to get a brand new update, but unfortunately no new updates in regards to the Dragon Ball Super Beerus remake were announced. In the leading weeks up until when the Anime Expo came out,
Wait a second. I thought all these dragon tards were telling people that there was going to be a bunch of news at Anime Expo. So it turns out there was no news. So were they lying again? I remember several of them, especially Eobard, claiming that at Anime Expo they would be dropping some more Dragon Ball news. They would be dropping a new trailer, all kinds of stuff. It's like I told y'all, these people consistently keep lying about this. This is how you know they don't know anything, because all of them said Anime Expo would be dropping more information on Dragon Ball. Turns out the only thing they showed at Anime Expo was One Piece. They didn't show any Dragon Ball stuff. That's why I keep telling y'all to stop believing these people. They don't know anything. They pretend to be insiders. They pretend to have leaks. They pretend to have sources. But when the truth finally comes out, they don't know anything.
Fans were speculating whether or not there would be any big updates in regards to the Dragon Ball Super remake. But with the Anime Expo event not doing that, there were no new updates. And the lack of updates has exposed something new in regards to the Dragon Ball Super Beerus remake. But what is it? Well, let's read some of these comments.
Oh, by the way, guys, apparently they're getting rid of Super Saiyan God in this remake. Yeah, apparently Goku's not going to get the red hair and the red eyes. It's just gonna be the yellow hair with God power, and then he'll go from there to blue. They're eliminating the red form, which is the one people like the most. I hope they do, because anything that punishes Dragon Ball fans makes me happy. So if they take away the red form and they just give them yellow and blue, I will absolutely enjoy that.
Dragon Ball franchise at least needs to kick off with the Dragon Ball Super Beerus marketing. Didn't have a presence at Anime Expo, didn't have a presence at San Diego Comic-Con, like, what are they?
Oh, so they didn't show anything at the Comic-Con neither. Well, I could have swore Dragon Ball fanboys were saying also that there was going to be a Dragon Ball booth at the San Diego Comic-Con, and that there would be a trailer, and that there would be people from Toei there to basically give information. So there was nobody at Anime Expo, nobody at San Diego Comic-Con. So what happened? Because we all heard the leaks. We all heard the Dragon Ball dudes claiming that they were going to be at these two places. They didn't show up at all. So, like I said before, they keep telling y'all stuff and they don't know what they're talking about. If it doesn't come directly from Toei, then it's a lie. If it don't come directly from Toei, it's false. That's the easiest way to know what to listen to, because they promised that at the Anime Expo and the San Diego Comic-Con that there would be Dragon Ball. They all said it. Go to their channels and look at their videos if you think I'm lying. They all promised that there's going to be a Dragon Ball reveal. Nothing. This person went apparently and said there's no presence, no Dragon Ball presence there, because they lied to y'all again.
Doing Toei Animation sucks. Yep, Toei Animation don't know how to handle Dragon Ball, only One Piece. Like, what are we doing?
That's because One Piece is their biggest seller, and they're promoting and pushing their biggest seller. If you run a company, you're going to push and sell your best product. You're not going to take a product off the back shelf and try to push it. You're gonna push the shit that's on the front shelf that everybody wants. So that's why they're pushing One Piece and not Dragon Ball. And Dragon Ball fans don't understand this. That's why they get so upset when they hear that One Piece is being pushed. Well, people like One Piece. Not too many people really care about Dragon Ball.
They don't know how to handle Dragon Ball only promoting One Piece.
Again, One Piece is a bigger seller than Dragon Ball. So they're promoting what sells. I don't know why people are so weird about this. Every company has a right to push what's going to make them the most money. And right now, One Piece makes more money than Dragon Ball.
And I know for a fact they will leave it till the last moment and give us 3 trailers in one go cause the marketing team sucks. I dead forgot Dragon Ball Super is back in a few months. They no joke need to Control-Alt-Delete their marketing team. It's crazy how little they promote stuff. The anime and movie marketing has been pure dog poo since Dragon Ball Super ended in 2018 and is absolutely astonishing. Their marketing staff needs to be fired, man. It's actually insane. Post Broly, the level of attention Dragon Ball gets, pee me off. Disaster of a management for the most iconic anime franchise. Yeah, Dragon Ball doesn't rely on heavy marketing, I know, but man, they are too silent, not gonna lie. The fact they announced this 6 months ago doesn't feel right. I swear there's been utter radio silence about this anime. Toei needs to fire their marketers.
What happened to all these rumors? What happens to all these leaks that these guys keep telling y'all about? Now, here you got people complaining that Toei is not saying or doing anything, but then you got these Dragon Ball channels that keep coming out telling y'all that they got the latest leaks and the latest rumors. So where are they getting their information from? If Toei is not talking, and we know Shueisha is not talking, so if Toei is not talking, where are they getting their information? Guys, they don't know anything until it releases, just like the rest of us. There's no such thing as a Dragon Ball insider. They don't know anything until Toei releases it, just like the rest of us. We all rely on the company itself to put out information. So when these people tell you that they got leaks and rumors, they're all like, look at DBS Hype or DB Hype. Look how often he's wrong. He is wrong so much, it's just not even funny. That's why I tell y'all, look, if you want to keep supporting these channels that keep lying to y'all, go right ahead. You know me, I don't tell people what to watch, but you got to understand you're being lied to at a certain point. And I know the Dragon Ball fandom, y'all only care about hearing what makes you feel good. You only care about hearing what makes you think you're going to get what you want. So I'm totally not against you doing that. But don't be mad later like these people are, when all you've been doing is staying in your little bubble, listening to lies. Don't be mad when the lies start to break and you find out that these people haven't been telling you the truth. Don't be mad then. You knew they were lying to you. Several people like me have been telling you they lying to you, and y'all keep falling for it. So don't get mad later.
Dragon Ball post-Dragon Ball Super Broly is certainly a thing when it comes to marketing. Their level of incompetence is unreal. This era where fans literally have to beg companies to advertise things is so sad. I miss when you couldn't escape the hype for things. If even regular and hardcore fans are forgetting, imagine everyone else. Toei Animation, Shueisha, Capsule Corporation's marketing has been awful. I said months of silence would lead to this, even though Dragon Ball can easily earn back their investment if they market it. The communication when it comes to Dragon Ball, you have got to...
Dragon Ball is not going to earn back anything. Even when it comes out, it's going to be a replay of something you've already seen. So it's not going to be as popular as they keep telling you. It's not going to get the views and the money that people are telling you. The only people who want this stuff to come out are the content creators on YouTube. Because if you look at their channels, they're all running out of topics. They're running out of topics. So they are the only ones that want this re-release to come out because that gives them some content. They can do episode reviews again. They can do all kinds of other BS again. But until they get new episodes, they're all just screwed. So yeah, they're the only ones rooting for it. They're the only ones that want it to come out. Everybody else is complaining about it because nobody wanted to see Beerus again for the 4th time. Nobody wanted this. Nobody asked for it.
applaud because we have never seen anything more mediocre. The games, movies, animes, nothing but incompetence. They gotta get a new marketing team. The marketing for modern Dragon Ball stuff is so egregious. It's a shame that the marketing for so many franchises just suck. Now they never show until last minute. I'm glad I'm not the only one that forgot this, bro. Is the marketing team asleep or something? Toei's marketing for this has been terrible. So there you have
it. Ain't the marketing, it's that they're busy pushing something else. They're busy pushing One Piece and other stuff because they're tired of Dragon Ball. Like, they won't come out and say it, but Toei is tired of Dragon Ball. They're tired of being held down by one anime series for so long. And that's why they're promoting other stuff. I don't blame them.
But a lot of fans are really disappointed and angry at Toei Animation for not properly marketing Dragon Ball Super Remake Beerus. I feel that a lot of fans feel that the studio does not care about Dragon Ball and seem to be prioritizing all of their time and effort and energy on...
I mean, it's hilarious. The remake looks just like the original, except they put a little bit of more gloss on it. But it looks the same, and you got these guys in here, you got these guys online believing that they're getting something new. It's literally the same shit. They just glossed it up a little bit. They raised the definition up. You know, they pumped it up to 1080p or 4K to make it look better, but it's the same scenes, same shit. Like, I can't believe a whole community is excited about getting some new colors added to something they've already seen.
To One Piece. My opinions about this lack of Dragon Ball Super Remake Beerus marketing is quite mixed. On one hand, I do understand why some fans are really disappointed and angry at Toei. The lack of marketing could actually mean a lot of casuals don't get into this remake. A lack of marketing could actually mean that a lot of fans forget about Dragon Ball and there'll be low views ratings, which would mean they won't have enough ratings and revenue to continue the future arcs. Many fans over the past few months, ever since Dragon Ball Super Beerus Remake got announced, have been practically begging Toei to remake the Goku Black arc and the Tournament of Power arcs.
Yeah, they're not going to remake those. That's another ripoff. They're going to remake some of the other ones, but the two biggest arcs that everybody agreed were the best arcs, the Goku Black and the Tournament of Power, the two best ones, you're not going to remake them. You're not going to do anything to them. You're just going to leave them like they are. But all this other junk that nobody cares about, you're going to fix all of that. Man.
As well as the first.
He said, you mean you aren't excited for Recolor? Man, I already told y'all, I'm going to definitely cover it again like I did the first time around, because that's what blew up my channel the first time around. Doing live reviews of this trash. Like, everybody else was just dropping videos. I was the only one doing live reviews of the episodes. Now, I know more people do that now because, you know, since I've been gone from YouTube, everybody's a live streamer all of a sudden. But at the time I was doing it, nobody else was, because they were all afraid to be on camera. They were all afraid to do it live. So it don't matter. I still have the advantage, because when it comes to live streaming, none of them are even close to my level, especially Eobard. The only thing more boring than his videos are his live streams. So I ain't got to worry about nothing. I'm still going to be good.
Two arcs. In particular, the Dragon Ball Goku Black arc. Many fans actually want that arc to get the remake treatment, but this lack of promotion is making a lot of fans feel that Toei have lost hope in Dragon Ball. But you know, I feel like overall, I don't quite agree with all of this negativity. But why is that?
Of course, here comes the inner fanboy. All this negativity. Why is it negativity for people to complain about a company not giving them what they want? Everybody's complaining about PlayStation going all digital. Is that negativity? See, this is what I hate about the online community. You can't complain about anything without it being called hate or negative. People complaining about Toei not doing their damn job is not online negativity. But this is the Dragon Ball community, and anything you say that doesn't suck off Dragon Ball is automatically labeled as hating or negativity every single time.
On January the 25th of this year, we got our first new look into Dragon Ball Super Beerus. And not only that, but also a confirmation that the remake is coming out in the fall. And then on the 19th of April, literally about over 3 months later, we got a second trailer for the Dragon Ball Super Beerus remake. Not only do we have new key visuals and a release month, but we also actually have 2 new trailers. I don't really understand what more these fans actually want. I feel like they have shown as much from the Dragon Ball Super Beerus remake as possible. And you have to understand that we are currently towards the end of July. The Dragon Ball Super remake does not actually come out until the full season, which is almost 2 months away from now. It is not unusual for upcoming anime series to start promotion 2 to 3 weeks before the anime releases. That way, when you're promoting it weeks into the anime's release, it is fresh on many people's minds.
Every time he shows these clips from the old one and the new one, I'm not seeing that much change. I'm seeing some little effects on the screen, but other than that, there's no real change. So all they did was take a scene or several scenes that you've already watched and just hyped it up a little bit. And y'all are actually falling for it. They're actually taking Dragon Ball Super and pushing it to the level of other anime. That's basically what you're getting. Like, it's getting the Solo Leveling treatment. The fights in Solo Leveling were badass. They didn't have to do remakes on them. But that's what Dragon Ball's getting. Like, hey guys, let's push the graphics and music and everything up to Solo Leveling levels. Like, as much as people like to shit on Solo Leveling, that fight with Buru was considered one of the best anime fights of all time. One of the highest rated fights of all time. I mean, that fight was going off and everybody know it. Even the haters who watch it, they even agree. That was one of the best fights in anime. And now they're trying to give Dragon Ball that treatment. Hell, even Bleach amped up its shit. The fights in Bleach are amazing now compared to the old Bleach. They are absolutely insane. Dragon Ball waits almost 40 years to finally start doing what other anime are already doing. That shit is crazy. And they done tricked y'all into thinking that y'all are getting something brand new.
At this time right now, what more do you think they're going to release? I suppose some fans possibly wanted to see the Golden Frieza arc, as well as the Universes 6 and 7 arc as well in the remake form, as most of this promotion for the Dragon Ball Super remake has mainly been focusing on the Beerus arc. Think about this, we have the original Dragon Ball Super Beerus movie and a TV show. My speculation as to why there is a lack of marketing is that Toei are like, well, you guys already have 2 anime adaptations of this arc. What's the point of promoting the same arc again? You guys already have 2 trailers and a release month. What more do you want to see? The 2 trailers have already shown us some of the more hype and exciting moments from the Dragon Ball Super Beerus arc, and it is rumored that this Beerus arc is only going to be 6 episodes long, and it already feels to me that they have shown quite a bit from the Beerus arc in these 2 trailers. I think some fans need to be quite grateful towards the remake trailers.
Did he just say the fans should be grateful for the remake trailers? I don't think fans should be grateful for a remake of something they've already seen. Or, excuse me, a recolor of something they've already seen. Imagine telling everybody, you should be grateful we're giving you what you already had. Imagine somebody taking something from you and then giving it back with a little gloss on it and saying, you should be glad I'm giving this to you. They are the ones that ended Dragon Ball Super. And now they're giving it back to you with a little bit of extra paint on it. And you should be happy. You should be satisfied that they giving you something. See, dudes like this just annoy me. You should be happy they're giving you this. Happy about trash? You could just go dig in a dumpster if you want to be happy about trash. Like, some of these dudes are just super defenders of this stuff. And it's like, you're not even being paid to defend this. If Toei was cutting you a check, I would understand you defending it. But they're not paying you. You're not getting anything for defending it. So it doesn't make any sense.
trailers already, and we are still months to go until the Beerus remake comes out. We have to be open-minded about the possibility of there being potential future updates and announcements in regards to the Beerus arc.
No, we don't have to be open-minded to anything, because Toei has proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that they could care less about the fans. It is a full-on cash grab, and everybody knows it. Even you fans of this know it's a cash grab, but you're so desperate for Dragon Ball, you don't care that it's a cash grab. See, that's the thing. It's not that you don't know, it's that you don't care. It's the same thing happening with Xenoverse, with Sparking Zero. Now there's rumors that they're going to make a new Kakarot game. Yeah, see, y'all don't care that y'all are being taken to the cleaners. All you care is, does it say Dragon Ball, yes or no? And that's why y'all fan base never gets better. That's why it doesn't grow anymore. That's why more and more people are leaving y'all fan base and going to other anime, because they understand that Dragon Ball is stuck in place. It's never going anywhere. And that's just a fact. It's done.
Leading up to the eventual release date in the fall season. And then the cherry on top of this beautiful cake is that the upcoming Dragon Ball Super Galactic Patrol Moro arc is set to come out in 2027, the first canon continuation of the Dragon Ball Super manga. There are some animes which don't even have a second or third season, yet we Dragon Ball fans are absolutely swimming in an ocean of
This is not a new season. They're literally doing the first season over again. What is this dude even talking about? This is not a new season. This is season 1. It's just being recolored.
content.
And by the way, the Galactic Patrol crap, Granola, Black Frieza, all of that is season 1. All of that is under the same season. So you're not getting a season 2 or a Dragon Ball Super 2. And it's not a remake, it's a recolor. They're taking old scenes, like look at the one that's on the screen. Tell me the difference between those two scenes. Except they put a little more shine on Goku's hair. There it is, it's right there. Tell me the difference. Is that going to enhance your viewing experience by the little slight changes that they made? An 11-year difference, and that shit still look bad compared to other anime. The one that says 2026 still doesn't look as good as current anime. Does it look as good as the new Bleach? Does it look as good as the Jujutsu Kaisen? Hell, Freerun even looks better than this. And I don't even like that trash.
And people keep forgetting this is Dragon Ball, by the way. Social media went absolutely crazy for this Dragon Ball Super Volume 24 cover illustration. And if social media are going crazy for a cover illustration of a manga, what on earth are they going to react to once the remake and the upcoming Moro arc are going to eventually come out? I don't think it's that deep with the lack of marketing. We still got a couple of months to go until the remake comes out. Who knows what they could eventually announce in the upcoming.
I'm gonna be reacting to the new Bleach episodes on my website, guys. I know I ain't been on there in a while, but I was actually waiting for Bleach to return before I started doing reactions again, because I wanted to just start fresh with something that nobody's really seen instead of reacting to stuff we've all seen. So that's the reason why I was waiting on Bleach, and I'm gonna put up some reactions on my website in the next couple of days, because I haven't even watched it yet, because I want to make sure that when I do watch it, I put it on the website as a reaction. So get ready, because that's coming.
Few months. We've got the 2 trailers, we can rewatch them over and over again until the full season comes out, and when it does come out in the fall, we will all be here watching the Dragon Ball Super Beerus remake. Tell me in the comments down below, what do you guys think about all of this? Are you disappointed and mad that we have a lack of Dragon Balls?
Yeah, I don't care about his preamble garbage. Look, the fact of the matter is this, boys and girls. When you put the old Super side by side with the new one, the changes are this big. There's honestly no reason to do it except what we said the other day. This remake is coming about because they don't have a plan to go beyond Dragon Ball Z. So they're starting y'all over again from the beginning to give them time to figure out what to do. Okay? They don't have a plan for beyond Dragon Ball Z. This 10-year time gap where Super happens, the time gap is gone, guys. They've used up every year in that 10-year time gap. So in order to give them the time they need to come up with new stuff, they're taking y'all all the way back to episode 1 of Dragon Ball Super. Because that gives them time. By the time y'all get through Beerus, Frieza, Champa, and get Trunks, Tournament of Power, by the time y'all get through all of that stuff, that they should have something new ready to go by then. That's a lot of episodes. Even when you take out episodes, they're not cutting any episodes from the Trunks arc. They're not cutting any episodes from Tournament of Power. So you're going to get all of those episodes. Like I said, they're doing this because they don't have a plan going forward. That's just like when a TV channel shows reruns of a show everybody done seen. They'll start doing reruns from a TV show from episode 1. Because that gives them time to build up programming so that they can put a brand new TV show on. But they need that buffer and that time period to build up to it. That's what's happening with Dragon Ball Super. They're making y'all watch it over again because they don't have a plan going forward. And with Shueisha not putting out the manga, they got an even bigger problem. Because they're going to reach a point where there's no story. They're going to have to just make it up because there's not going to be a manga to go off of. Because Shueisha has not announced anything when it pertains to the manga at all. There's been zero information coming out of Shueisha. They haven't said a word. So all that crap we heard about Tortaro and all this and this, it was all lies, boys and girls. It was all fanboys pushing their little head cannon. They don't know anything. None of them. Now, you're perfectly okay and reasonable to believe whoever you want and watch who you want and like who you want. I'm just telling you, these guys don't know anything. And they keep tricking y'all into believing stuff. And that's fine, so be it. I ain't gonna get in the way of that. I'm just telling you, I know what I see. And what I see is a bunch of people being fooled all the time. Black Frieza was on one panel. He was on one manga panel. That was it. And that's all they talk about. Black Frieza. He was on one manga panel. Just one. They showed him one time. And then that was it. And you guys act like they did a whole chapter on Frieza. It's just delusion at this point. It's pure delusion. These guys, they don't think for themselves. They let whatever content creator they watch do their thinking for them. That's why they're all running around attacking anybody that criticizes Xenoverse. It's not because they think Xenoverse is a good game, but it's because the content creators that they watch are telling them it's a good game. So if slow plays tell you it's good, and then somebody like me says it's not, you're going to come and attack me. Not because you think it's good, but because slow plays thinks it's good. And that's the wrong reason to criticize or attack somebody. But that's what y'all do. Look, I've been dealing with you Dragon Goons for a long time. I know your every single method, every single way that you operate. All y'all do is look for reasons to flag people that you disagree with. Just like they did yesterday during my live stream. Tried to flag me for not having captions on my content. Even though my content, based on the law, is not required for me to have captions. But they flagged me in the middle of my stream for not having captions because they couldn't find anything else to flag me for. That's what they do, guys. They have no way of defending this stuff. So the only thing they can do is try to get rid of people that they consider detractors. Anybody that don't agree with their community gotta go. And it's just that simple. That's why my channel has been under attack non-stop since I've been back on YouTube. It's been a non-stop assault because they can't stand the fact that somebody's criticizing Dragon Ball. It's really stupid. Anyways, I think I made my bones. Like I said, at 3 o'clock, the Mike Hollow portion of the league cast will be popping up. It'll be a premiere. so you guys can watch the whole 2 hours and 35 minutes. Matter of fact, make sure y'all leave some comments, all that good stuff. I got to get my stuff ready because I got a long night at work tonight. So appreciate y'all watching. Hit the like button on your way out the door. Guys, hit the hype button. The hype button is right there on the thing when you're on my channel. If you can't find it on your phone, it's the 3 little dots, next to the like button. You hit those 3 dots and you scroll down and the hype button is right there. And if you're looking at it on computer, the hype button is right underneath the video player. So slap the hype button, man. Help me push my content. And I'm gonna get up off here. I'll be back on tomorrow. Because I got to do that Asmon Gold stream people been asking me about. Catch up with y'all then.
Don't wanna go.